This is Level Up Success Podcast with Neth and Truth.
Hey, what up, everybody? This is the Level Up
Success Podcast.
And we here back with another episode, and we're gonna be talking about how we talked before, how to level up ourselves and how we could do better. And we have a special guest to talk about this, but then tell me.
Basically, the last episode that we had, we talked about how we want to grow. We want to grow as people, and we just want to be around people who want to be successful, right? Who have an agenda in life, which is our ultimate goal. And then, obviously we're gonna help people in the upcoming future, right? So right now I do want to bring up a guest, somebody who's in the crypto market. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. My name is Heber, and thank you for having me today, guys. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it, and thank you for taking your time to come here to the podcast, and hopefully everybody learn for what we're gonna talk about, especially the crypto world, because that's a real hot topic right now that everybody want to get into it. They don't even know, and I even know people that talk about it, don't even know what it's all about. So hopefully we could talk about it and learn more about this. So
Exactly, man. So now I'm very excited about today's topic. I know we share a couple of things about crypto, and I see the passion you have to it, which is what attracted me to invite you to this podcast today. So now let's get started, man. Why don't before we get started with the crypto, why don't you talk about like your background? Like where are you from? Where are you born? Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Venezuela to Dominican parents, and during those times, Venezuela was like Times Square. So like everyone was going over there, like every Dominican person was over there, and then Venezuela took a hit, and then people had to leave Venezuela, and then my mom came to New York, and I've been here ever since. So you can say I'm a real immigrant, kind of like an immigrant. Yeah.
Interesting, man. What is it that put you to this point where you feel like what you want to pursue in your career is crypto?
Well, to get to that, we have to start from the beginning. So it's just like, I was home one day, and we have a group chat with my childhood friends, and one of them, it's 12 of us, and one of them was like, oh, check this out, Bitcoin. And I'm talking about 2017.
Oh, wow.
We're talking 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm there at my computer, I'm just like, what the hell is this crap? I'm thinking it's crap. And then, and he starts putting up these articles, and no one's reading them. And I was, let me just click. And I clicked, and it was a YouTube video, and it was 1 hour long. I sat in that chair, and I saw it for a whole hour. And after that video, I DM'd them and said, how do I get started? Because I saw the future. It was literally the golden doors of opportunity.
But when you when you first started watching it and saw the video, did you saw it like in the first minute or?
No, because and again, the video's old. I can't actually pinpoint the video itself at the time, but it was like a slow start. But then once the video hit like halfway, and it started talking about the economy and what it's doing for the global market, I saw it. I was like, no. Let me put it to this way. Bitcoin's at what, $38,000 now?
I believe so, yeah.
At the time, Bitcoin wasn't even at like $2,000 at the time.
Wow, that's crazy, man. So it goes to what I said in the introduction, right? Like you always have to, like, the way that you make it, you have some type of mentor. You have somebody who helps you out or gives you a gateway, right? So that's basically what happened to you. You saw somebody who's doing something, and he presented it to you, and then you became interested, and now you're like, now you're into this crypto market, which is very exciting, man. And this is the point of this podcast. We want to be able to see how it is that you get started, right? Because a lot of people got different stories on how they get started. So now that's very interesting, man. So let me ask you this question, right? So where do you see yourself basically a year from now?
Wow, it's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
And I'm actually one of those people that think long term. I think about today, tomorrow, next week, next month.
The reason I asked the question, I asked the same question. You should see his response.
Once you see the first episode, like,
oh my God!
Wait, damn it!
No, it's one of those questions where you have to be prepared for them. Yeah. You can't just be like, oh, and then I mean, people will get depressed. You ask people that question, they freak out. I see myself in a year from now. I'm still doing crypto, but I also see myself in a nice car.
Okay,
I mean, it's not that I'm bougie, but my parents told me that the good things cost, so you got to buy it once, buy it well, one time. Yeah. So, in a car, I see myself in a really nice apartment, Lord willing, and I see myself, living life, inspiring others, because it's all about helping others. Because if you're selfish and karma is real, so you have to help others. There is such thing as good karma. So if you help people, karma will bless you, So it's about
I'm opposite of karma too. Like we had that same similar conversation at one point that I feel that people don't want to help other people. Maybe they're scared, and maybe because they don't know as much. So
oh no, they know as much. They just don't want to pass the knowledge forward because they think they're gonna get undercut by the person. You know what they say: the master never teaches the student everything, because one day the student surpasses the master, and sometimes they don't want to do that.
See, that's the reason I feel they're scared. Then I know much, because if you're scared that while you're teaching that person, the student might overtake you, then how much do you really know? Then you understand my point of view?
No, 1,000%.
It feels like the growth is limited. Right. So let's say, for instance, you're teaching somebody something, right? Don't you feel like you should be learning while you're teaching, where you're getting into a better place where you don't feel like, or in general terms, that you don't feel like somebody will surpass you?
Thank you for mentioning that, Nate. It's more like I have a theory where it's just that we're students of life, so we're constantly in an everlasting school. It's the school's life. So we're in that school for life. So you can never be stagnant. You should always keep growing. So you crush your goal. What's your next goal, right? People like a lot of people say, I want to be a millionaire, but they don't even know how to get to $1,000, right? And then once you hit 1,000, it's like, how do you get to 10,000, right? And then it's not impossible, people. It's not impossible. It's just more like just break it down to smaller goals and work from there.
I actually heard that before, because people, in order to make your goal, you gotta make it possible first. Some people sometimes there's people that make their goal too impossible to do.
Unrealistic.
Yeah, just do it by step. And believe me, because once you do your first step, you want to do better to the second step. Then you want to do better to the third step. And like he said, you never stop. It's always something new.
No, and as a humans, we're never content and satisfied. Yeah. Like once we get somewhere, we want more. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
It's just a normal act. So you just gotta focus on what you want now, because later on once you get to that, you're gonna want more, and you're gonna practice and learn how to get to more. There was something interesting you told me the other day about the hardest thing to do is to make $1 million. That once you're there, then
I was watching I got this from a video. It was an old man. He runs a hedge fund, and they asked him, like, what's the hardest thing for money? He's like, making your first $1 million. Once you make your first $1 million, everything else is just a blur. It's just getting there, like I have this quote, right? That because you see, the thing is, I'm not going to generalize, but I'm going to say from my experience, a lot of people in society, they have 9-to-5 jobs, which I'm all for it. I respect it. Right? But it's like they come home and they have nothing else doing. They're not doing nothing else. So there's a quote that I read that I love. It goes, work your 9-to-5, go home, work on your 5-to-9, because one day your 5-to-9 is going to be your 24/7. So sometimes your side hustle, if you do it well, actually becomes your job. And then you might end up loving what you do, And then you might leave your 9-to-5, and now your side hustle becomes your passion, and you're making a lot of money out of it. Yeah.
That's why I want a lot of people to learn, because I've seen it go with any type of thing that you do. I seen this producer. I'm into music. Some of my friends know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was following this producer engineer. He told me something similar like yours. He was doing his stuff as a side hustle. Then he was learning. Then he was getting his clientele. He was learning. Before he knows it, in a couple of years, he ended up leaving his regular full-time job to do his.
What he loves to do.
I mean, he did say it was hard. Like he said, it's gonna be a lot of work.
Sacrificing.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a lot of work that you love to do. It's not like you're doing a lot of work that you all like to do. It's gonna be something that you like. So it's gonna be.
It's sacrificing.
Yeah, sacrifice, like you say, yeah.
You know, one thing about sacrificing, right? And Nate, you know this because we spoke about this, and I hopefully I'll pass it down. The crypto world is very much cutthroat. It's not for everyone. Not that I'm trying to scare people off. And like I'm gonna give it to you in simple terms. Learning crypto is like I've told you this. It's like going to the bathroom with a load of cash and flushing it down the toilet. And you keep flushing money and money until you realize that you're actually flushing money down the toilet and you stop flushing the toilet. It's a lesson. It's lessons you learn. But once you learn not to flush, my God, do you learn the game. It's a game. It's a game.
That's awesome. So talking about crypto, like I know that crypto is very there's a lot of fields in crypto. Like there's a lot of ways to make money, right? So which field are you in? Like what is it that you what is it that you like to do as far as crypto? Like what is it that you do?
Okay, so I'm more like, because the crypto world kind of, I'm not gonna say it's very similar to the stock market, but you could buy shares of a company, you know. But the difference is that in these the crypto, these shares, you could lock them up, and it's called staking. So staking is when you lock up funds, and the company gives you a percent daily or monthly.
Oh wow!
Based on what you put into the company. So you can make passive income based on the term staking, you know? So you lock it and you make, this is what I do. I buy shares and I put it in a company and they give me a percent a day. Some people make a lot of money. The rich people put more money, they make more money back, you know, but
it's pretty much similar to the stock market, because with the stock market, I mean, that part with the share part is not, because a lot of people that do stock, I think that's how it works, because I know I'm not that familiar with stock market, but they buy a share and you keep it
and but the shares in the stock market, they pay you quarterly. Quarterly is every 3 months. Some companies pay every 3 months. Crypto pays you every day.
Oh wow, that's a big difference.
So yeah, it's a complete difference.
Wow.
And it depends. If you put in big money, if you put in big money, you'll get big money back. But the thing is, like I said, scary money don't make no money. So it's scary. Cryptos is still an unknown thing for a lot of people. So it's very scary. People fear the unknown, you know. So it's not for everyone.
What do you think about Robert Kiyosaki? I don't know if you follow him.
Of course, I know who that is.
What his philosophy that that debt is money. Like debt. I don't know if I'm phrasing it right.
No, I could break that down simple, because this is what rich people do. And I know I have a couple friends who are like retired, literally retired, and they tell me flat out, I don't touch my money. I use other people's money. Debt is money.
Yeah.
So they leveraging is when you take money against your money. So they lock up the money and they take out a loan against their money, and they use the borrowed money to make moves, and then they pay it back, and they have the money. They have their own money. Their whole money's locked up. So literally, their money it's never touched. They use other people's money to make money. It's like me. It's like, I look at it. I'm just like, how does that even work? It works. Yeah. I tried it. I tried it, and it works. But then I get scared. I'm like, what if I lose my money borrowing against my money?
That's the thing.
It's creepy.
That's scary for some people.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna be borrowing other people. If you're gonna make the money back, it's good. You're gonna be making money out of other people. But if you lose it,
then you gotta pay it back. You gotta pay. I'm gonna share a funny story. It's about a guy. I read this online. Very interesting. Very much like leveraging. I think I told you the story. He had a Ferrari. Right?
Yeah.
And the guy was rich. He needed $250,000. Right? The Ferrari's worth that much.
Wow.
So he goes to the bank and he goes, but he had millions in his bank account. This is based on the story I read. And he goes to the bank and he goes to the teller. He's like, I need $250,000 loan. And the lady said, oh, can I check your account? And the lady's like, but you have money, you have millions in your account. Why do you need the 250? And he's like, I just need it. And then the lady was like, what are you gonna put up as collateral? What are you gonna put as leverage to cover the 250? He's like, my Ferrari. So the bank takes the Ferrari and puts it in storage, right? He goes with the money, flies out, makes doubles, triples the money, comes back and pays the bank. Now the manager of the bank is like curious, and he's like, but why did you need the money? Like, why do you need the money? Right? What was the reason? He's like, well, I'm gonna be honest. What company's gonna take care of my Ferrari while I was away than you guys? You guys storage my Ferrari. It was not gonna be bumped or anything. Yeah. So I put that up for you guys to take care of my car while I make my money.
That's amazing, man. Wow.
So he got his Ferrari right back, untouched, from storage. It's fat. Like he just It's fascinating what he did.
We need to learn more about how rich. That's how rich people keep getting rich because they know the trick.
Other people money.
They don't use their own money. We need to learn.
They do not.
Yeah, like but Donald Trump follows the same philosophy. Like the dude is like,
oh, he's a genius.
Yeah, like he's in debt.
But careful, but careful with the word Trump. A lot of people don't like Trump, but I like his business ventures.
No. I mean, obviously, when it comes to the presidency, hey, like this man right here has a lot to talk about with that.
We're not gonna talk about that. That's another kind of words.
We're talking about like his business philosophy is crazy. You can't deny.
Listen, listen. The guy, if you put him in a position of finance, he'll fix his country. That's politics aside, he will fix his country. I think he would. You give him 5 years, this country's swept brand new. But that's another topic for another day. Oh, another thing. Speaking about crypto, I do have a friend that actually does crypto, and he does a different approach. Maybe I'll bring him.
Okay, that's awesome. No, we could definitely collaborate and work that out because we do want. This is our agenda. We want to get as much knowledge and as much positive people into this podcast, basically. So yeah, that'll be awesome. I mean, that's part of networking right there. So
no, that definitely because. Like I said, we want to level up everybody, so we could also be successful.
Awesome. So we could definitely do that. So I already asked you what you see yourself 1 year. The reason why I say that is because I learned that you do have an overall goal, obviously, but you have to put it into steps.
Yes.
Right. You have to have a short-term goal in order to exceed your long-term goal, right? Because you have to keep yourself accountable. And if you're picturing what you're gonna do 10 years from now, where is the structure? So how you gonna get there? Where's the consistency? So you have to have short-term goals. So now I did ask you, where do you see yourself in 1 year? Now my other question would be, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I'll be 39, which is like much older, but yeah, that's more of a more intense, serious question. But I've also thought about that too, because when you think about 1 year, you got to think about the 5 and maybe the 10, the 20. That's like a whole different ballgame. I don't know. I might not even be here, but the 5. I mean, I do have kids, so they'll be teenagers, and hopefully, hopefully crypto will be massively adopted, and I'll hopefully a lot of people will be in, and where I see myself, maybe helping a lot of people, other people, and and hopefully, I already have 5 years of experience. Hopefully, I'll have 10 by then with crypto, so I could go out and help people. Maybe do a seminar, help people do like a seminar for people, and traveling and helping people overseas.
Yeah, because I've definitely seen it grow in the past few years. Like I'm pretty sure, like we said, 5 years ago you started, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure most people don't even know what the hell was crypto.
No, they did not.
So, and now I see more and more people talking about it. And the crazy thing is, from what I see, because I'm trying to look about it, I see so many type of cryptocurrency there is. So
there's thousands. It's a lot. It's a lot to like. You have to sit down and really dive. It's a job. You could do crypto part time, but ultimately, if you really end up loving it, you gotta pick a side. Either a 9 to 5, which is great, or you really have to just take a plunge and be like, I really want to learn this because it's a whole world. It's a big world.
Man, and it's understandable because like even when I dive into the crypto market, man, I see so many coins. Like which coin am I gonna choose? And then like I'll choose one, then it dips down. I'm like, oh my god, now I'm down. Like so it gets tough. Like I mean the way that I get into crypto, I just I have friends that I know that they just let me know, look, man, this is about to go up, or
buy this.
Yeah, buy this, and then I just go ahead and I buy it and I leave it there. So that's basically what I'm doing now, which I know I need more knowledge. So thank you, and hopefully we could get together and
for sure, for sure.
And we could basically get the ball rolling because I don't want to be back. I don't want to be like. I'm looking for the word, but I don't want to like.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it very honest. I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood, right? But the hood is not a place; it's a mindset. So you could be in the biggest hood, but if your mindset is to get out and do well, you will get out and do well, right? So like people like J-Lo, Cardi B, they got out and they're from a bad hoods, and they got out.
Yeah,
I mean, of course they're talented, but. Their mindset was, I'm not staying here. Yeah. So why should we?
Exactly.
That's the thing. I feel like we gotta have it's a good thing. You have a goal to go after it. That way you can. I feel like most of the people stay in the hood or don't want to improve because
that's all they know. That's all they know. That's why.
Yeah.
No, and they were raised to believe that that's their limitations.
That's the best they could do. Yes.
So that's the thing. People put limit on themselves, and that's one thing we, especially for our culture. I've seen so many people in our culture that put limit ourselves, and there's many ways. Like in the type of job I used to do as a technician, when I used to go to building, like I used to go to my project when they're building. I noticed I learned on many ways of how I could succeed. Like I got mad knowledge of different ways to succeed, but I think like I feel like if our culture know more about,
we'll do better. We will do better.
That's a problem that we have with our culture. We're gonna know, and we're gonna teach our young ones how to do better.
Yeah, but you see, there's also a lot of misconceptions, right? This is what's going on with what I've seen with my experience. And I've shared this with you, and I'm gonna share it. I live by a lot of quotes. Quotes have made me a better person. There's a quote that goes, if you want to keep a secret, write a book. We had this chat before.
Yeah.
Right? So what that means, in my interpretation, is a lot of people don't read. They don't read, they don't look for information. You could have a book right here in front of you that says how to change your life, where to buy, where to start, and they will not pick up that book. And all the secrets is in that book, in that damn book. How to do crypto, where to buy, how to make a millionaire, how much money do you need, step by step, and people don't want to read. So the quote goes, if you want to keep a secret, write a book, because no one wants to read. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Yeah, that is insane.
And I will also say sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on sacrifice. And when I tell you, my sacrifices are sad. They're very sad. Like if you want to make it, like I said, crypto's cutthroat. So it's like, if you want to make it, you have to be willing to sacrifice family, friends, relationships. Everything has to go. It sucks. But again, I'm not trying to scare people, but it's one of those, crypto's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you really want to do this well, you got to dive into it. And a lot of people who are not in the same life path as you are not going to stay by your side. They got to go.
Yeah, no, definitely. So now that you're you're in the crypto world, how many friends or mentors, coaches have you met through this journey of going through the cryptos? Because you've been 5 years, so you must have maybe a community or just certain mentors that you follow.
Well, that's also a good question because like I said, a lot of these masters don't want to teach their students. They'll give you the intro. Shout out to a good friend of mine named Richard. He's the one who got me into Bitcoin. He's the one who posted all the videos that I sat down to see.
Nice.
Shout out to Richard.
Yeah, great guy, great guy. Love you, bro. He's in Connecticut now, doing well, very well. Yeah, I mean him and a couple of my childhood friends, and then I did meet a community, and we talking. They're overseas. These people are overseas. There's a good friend of mine, Steven, known for 5 years, met him in crypto. He's in Germany, so I talked to him. Yeah, we talk, and he put me on to mad stuff. But these are people you bump into online, and they have similar goals.
Talking about Germany, are they? Do you know? They tell you it's getting.
He left Germany. He had to go to Portugal. He's in Portugal now because Germany got very strict with things, with money withdrawals and stuff. So he was like, I'm out. I got a family.
So it's not as common over there with the cursing.
No, it's just because of the war. It's because of the war. The war is going on.
Yeah.
A lot of things change.
Yeah.
But other than that, you meet people, like-minded people, but these people also sacrifice. They literally, they would tell you that they lost family, friends, and stuff. Just like artists that go on tour 6-7 months, or military men who go on tour, they don't see their family. They're sacrificing. Exactly. Yeah. Now my question to people is, what are you willing to sacrifice to make it? Because all these people that you see on Instagram, I'm a millionaire, I travel the world, but they don't tell you what they went through. Exactly. You only see the end result. What happened to the start line, the middle line, and the whole race to getting there? They won't tell you.
I mean, yeah.
I part of the reason I think it is people don't want to hear it.
They don't want to do it. It's too hard for them.
Yeah. They don't want to hear it because they don't want to go through that.
Hard.
So they just want to hear the people being successful, but they don't want to
put in the work.
Yeah, they don't want to put in the work, and that. But that's part of the problem too.
That's one of the key words. Yeah,
because we need to see more people talk about the struggles, talk about how hard it is. Because at least you put yourself in that perspective. Damn, am I really willing to do all of this. Like, people need to understand what they're gonna put themselves into. You see, I love how you said that crypto is cutthroat. Like, I love that you said that because it's not like, oh, I just make it in crypto and I'm a millionaire and that's it. No. Like, it takes work. You have to you have to work on what you want. Like, your vision has to be bigger than anything else.
Yes, it is. So, and I'll share something real fast. So during 2017 and 2019, 2020, the years I was doing it, I was also in college. I was doing my master's degree and I was doing crypto and I worked at a school. So I was going to sleep 2, 3 in the morning to get up at 6.
Wow.
To go to work, come home at 3, do my master's program, and then do crypto again. And the homeworks and all that, around the clock. I did this for 5 years, right? So I tell people, like, there's no excuse. I have kids and I have twin boys. So, and again, this is not to like say, oh, I'm the best. I'm not. But it's just more like, I'm letting people know I sacrificed. Listen, if I had $1 for each time my coworkers told me, at the time, H, you look tired. Are you sleeping? Are you okay? I would have had a Ferrari. Because it was every day. It was like that every day, tired, my eyes. I was trying to fight through the sleep. And I will go home and keep hustling and doing what I had to do every day.
That's the thing. You work because that's what you want to do. You have the thing. But I've seen too many people dream about making it and don't see the hard work. Like you say, people. There's a lot of people on Instagram, YouTube. They got money, but they put in work. Like one of the guys,
but they won't share it. That's the problem. They will not. Or they'll charge you for them to teach you their work.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro.
Which I also respect because sometimes you have to hire a mentor. I get that.
Yeah.
But these prices be above like the average Joe Schmoes, like the average people like us that want to do much more with their lives.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. That's definitely true, man. But hopefully, we could help with that.
For sure.
We are gonna have Patreon in the future and all of that, but we'll try to give a considerate price. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Right.
But That's what I'm gonna say. But I love what you're doing, and I hope we could encourage more people to do what you're doing because, there's a lot of, like I say, there's a lot of people that don't wanna. I want to work hard, work for the dream. It's not even. I don't feel like it's hard if it's something that you want to say or go into it. If I'm making sense, right?
You see the word dream, right? I have a thing with the word dream. Not that I'm against it, but the word dream. When is it that we dream?
I don't know, when we sleep.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't make moves when you're sleeping. Right? So to me.
Oh shit! Hey man, that's a good quote right there, man.
To me, dreaming it's no action. You got to put in work. You got to get up in the morning. Oh, chase your dream. You can't chase sleep. Why are you chasing sleep? Chase your dreams. Of course, I know what the word dreams is being used as chase your goals.
Yeah.
But that word dream you get when you sleep. So it's just like, why would you go back to sleep to chase something that you're thinking about?
Yo, that's a good one right there.
Get up and hustle.
All right.
Get up and hustle,
man. So look, before we get to the next segment, there is one final question. So we did ask 1 year, 5 years. The final one is 10 years.
Wow.
Is there something that you see? Where do you see yourself?
At
10 years
44?
from, at 44 years
How
old.
old are you?
You're still gonna be a stallion at 44. You know that.
That's our prime years.
That's the prime years for men. So
hopefully I'll be into fitness and I'll have because I need to get back into fitness. But 44, my kids will be like 18. I'll be able to talk to them about life and pass my knowledge down. I also want to make sure that they're well off in life because we have to do better than our parents.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Your parents busted their ass to give us something that we're here today, and we have to pass the torch forward, right?
Yeah.
So, I'll be 44, and I don't know. Hopefully fit, hopefully not employed, not against 9 to 5 again. Some people, again, I'm all for it. I'm one of those people that I'd rather drive to the freedom to a hill of freedom in a Honda Civic than a Ferrari to an office. We're not doing that.
No, that makes sense. That's the thing. You know what? I just lost my train of thought.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
But it is. We're living in a culture now that
capitalism.
Yeah.
So it's been capitalism.
Yeah, but right now people are getting their eyes open. So people are seeing, like what's out there for us. It's just a matter of taking action.
The pandemic did that actually.
Yeah.
Since we were always home a lot, people started reading, or like even women. Shout out to ladies. They were investing in Robinhood.
Yeah.
They got into Robinhood. Some people got into crypto. I was just like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like people are really making moves.
Yeah.
And I hope we don't change that. I hope people don't change that. Keep doing that, hustle that.
No, I seen people doing more offers. Many people are doing Robinhood on the other app. What was it? Coinbase
and Gemini. Yes, I know about them. Yeah, that's crypto. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So yeah, that's dope. I mean, I got into it, but I do like
small amounts.
Real small because I don't know anything about it.
No. But like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, scared money don't make no money, brother. Yeah. You gotta listen. Listen, when I got into crypto, I threw my whole body in there, and I was just like, oh well, I'm an unknown. I'm throwing what I can, and I didn't. I'm again, people. You don't have to throw in $10,000. You don't have to throw in $5,000. You could do 500. You could do 1,000. And let's be honest, men and women, we have $500 in our bank account. We have at least $1,000. If you don't, wait till another year, do your income tax.
Yo, stop that hookah, man, and that night club.
Listen, the bottles,
$200 for damn bottle.
Fellas, the bottles are cool. There's other ways of getting ladies, fellas. I respect it, but use that money, multiply it, homies. And ladies, you could do better for yourselves too, ladies. Y'all want to be queens? Make your money, flip it. That's a queen right there.
They are though. Like a lot of women are. Like,
yeah, a lot of CEOs,
they're trumping guys right now. Like, it's crazy right now,
listen,
man.
Ladies,
like, yo, guys, we gotta step up,
ladies,
man. Like for
big
real.
shout out for what you're doing, but please don't degrade us. Don't degrade us.
All right, so now like we did talk about this topic. The next thing I want to talk about, because like, yeah, we need to work on our future. Like, yes, that's very important. But in the while working on our future, we also have to get time to have fun, right? Like whether, taking like a vacation for a week or doing some type of hobby. Like we gotta have hobbies, right? Because without that, we just go crazy, man. So, like, is there anything that you do to occupy your time where, like where you don't have to focus so much in crypto, like, maybe like 4 hours Well, definitely. First and foremost, shout out to the gamers. I'm a big time gamer.
Oh, nice.
Gaming has been something since I was a kid. But my big passion is salsa dancing. I'm a salsa dancer for going on 16 years, and I've met beautiful people, men and women, like good souls, good vibes. Nate, you kind of he put his foot in, so he's kind of seeing like the world of salsa, and I also have my other friend that I'm maybe thinking of bringing him. He does crypto. He's also a fantastic salsa dancer. So maybe hopefully I'll bring him in so you guys can meet him.
All right, awesome. Podcast. Yeah. No. That. So we're gonna leave that for the next podcast then, because we are gonna communicate. We're determined. We're gonna get his friend over here. So like And yeah, no, we will talk about salsa, because I'll tell you about my experience with salsa in the next episode, man. But it's really nuts. Fun. It's just a different world, man. But yeah, man. Look, hey, man, I appreciate for your time.
Anytime. And guys, thank you for having me. Like it's. I know it wasn't so like in depth, but it's more like I said, guys, everyone who's listening, like, yeah, have dreams, but wake up.
Yeah,
dream at night, in the morning, goals. Dreams replace goals. Goals replace dreams.
Yes,
right?
of course.
The word changes.
We got something special for you guys, which is gonna come up, in another episode. Just to get you guys on track on what it is that we want to accomplish. But stay tuned, guys. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. All right. So let's wrap this up.
All right. So we done with this episode, and hopefully, if you like, don't forget to comment and
subscribe.
Definitely
download,
subscribe.
And in the future, we're gonna be everywhere. So that's all. For next year, we're gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, summer's coming, so don't worry. We'll do some summer stuff.
Definitely coming.
We got way more episodes about all of us. So we all could level up with success.
Yeah.
That's part of our show. So
all right, guys. So
guys, have a good one. Thank you.
Yep, and remember, we're leveling up to success. All right.
Peace.